Okay, it's time for chapter 333 of Black Clover. And it starts out with us learning a little bit more about Zangrat and Julius. Julius was not a fake identity that Zangrat created. Their body actually has two souls, basically it's a split personality thing, where Zangrat is one and Julius is the other. And Zangrat, at a certain point, came to a basic conclusion that he was going to basically save the world in his own way of thinking. But obviously there were going to be people who got in his way, and Julius happened to be one of those people. And so he decided to basically kill his other soul? That's what he claims, but obviously I have a hard time imagining that he actually killed Julius. I think he probably just sealed him away with time magic. So he pops up next to Asta, of course, we already knew that. And Asta's like, Wizard King? Wait, no, because he can sense his key and he can tell this is not Julius. This is someone completely different. So Zangrat freezes all of time. Like, everything stops. Not just an area a zone he creates like Julius does. No. Everything, everyone for miles is just done. And he immediately goes to do that thing where he taps your head, basically kills you. He did it to a couple people so far, including Julius. He's about to do it to Asta. But of course, Asta's anti-magic activates, and he's able to jump free. For some reason, he tells Asta that he's taken in Lucifero, which he had no reason to do that, no point to do that, but Asta definitely believes him because he can sense his key of the former Devil King. But still, why? Like, you're just gloating at that point. So Lucius then tells Asta that him and Julius have always had the same ideal, same plan going back since they were young, apparently. They want to create a world of peace and harmony and equality. True peace in this world. Asta's trying to figure out what he's talking about. Like, what? Like, true peace, what are you talking about? And he explains that he's going to fix mankind. Basically, he's going to eradicate them, then recreate them, and then rule over them, so this way everyone is equal. And so, he can create this perfect world, but there's just one little mistake that exists, and that is the fact that there is one person, Asta, who does not have magic. And a being without magic is basically a mistake, and one that he cannot tolerate in his soon-to-be perfect world. And so he's going to get rid of Asta, the one mistake that exists. So Asta takes a second to think about everything that was just told to him, and he basically sums it up in the most Asta way possible. He says, okay, you're just some bad guy who took over the Wizard King's body. I actually laughed at that because we get part of the man's backstory, his motivation, his thought process, like everything about it, and it's just summed up in like the most dumb but also true way possible, which is you're just a bad guy who took over the Wizard King body. You're nothing special at that point. Oh wow, all that hype for the guy, and then Asta just tears him down in one sentence. Asta then of course erases the time magic and frees everyone. But Lucius is unimpressed because he says that he's stronger than Julius, so there's really nothing he can do to beat him. And so then Asta then responds in a very Yami way, which makes sense, he is his teacher. I will now surpass the Wizard King. Which, yeah, it's basically what Asta's about to do. The thing is that the arc literally just started, so I can't imagine the final boss is going to go down right here and now, and I can't imagine Asta's gonna die, because he's the next Wizard King. So, I don't know what third party is going to break in and break this up, but that's basically what's going to happen, most likely. But we will get to see a pretty cool fight between Asta and Lucius, at least a little scrap, at least, because I've always wondered just how well Asta would fare against time magic. I know he can erase all magic, but still, it's a pretty busted power to have. Because we've seen it, like, time magic can be used to basically heal wounds by reversing them to never exist. So, a wound caused by Asta's anti-magic, would he have the power to do that, just reverse the wound, or would it cut off the flow of magic? It's unclear, because Asta's sword has done that before, but at the same time, people have healed wounds that Asta has given them before as well. For example, Marx was able to use his fire magic to heal himself, so, I don't know. All I know is that this is actually a pretty funny chapter. Like, we get all this build up for this character since the time skip happened, 3 months ago, and immediately just with a single sentence, Asta's able to sum his character in the most dumb way possible, but still very accurate. I'm still laughing about that. That is great. That is such an Asta thing, and I love it. Also, for the last 3 months, I've been wondering what Lucius' plan was, but it's as simple as, I just want to make everyone equal. Like, basically, but the way he plans on making everyone equal is equal under his foot, basically. So, he's just a madman. Yeah, I think Asta got it right. He's just a madman at that point. I mean, at least I suppose he's better than his siblings who just wanted to create a world of chaos so they could have fun and torment and fight for all eternity. God, his siblings were fucked up. I'm really not surprised that he used them and just disposed of them so quickly and easily. But yeah, this was actually a pretty funny chapter. Even though the last chapter was intense, the ending, this one was pretty funny. And I can't wait for the fight next week. So, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, so you can enjoy more Black Clover and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.